Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, welcome back to a Megon 2 Electric Boogaloo. Today I'd like to talk about how NBC News are fake news. We're going to demonstrate that with an article that was shared via cat10 blah 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 and Hanna. We're going to start with Hanna's tweet though because this led me down this very small rabbit hole of BS. I stopped reading after this. F off. And that is an image. Some creators said they feared for Hanna's well-being, adding that the creator community has seen its members' mental health episodes end fatally. In 2019, Desmond Amofa, a Twitch streamer and YouTuber who went by the name Etika, died by unaliveness. Prior to his death, Amofa's behavior on and offline was described as erratic, and some in the creator community appeared to goad him into rants and extreme behaviors. Please be considerate of that when talking about her online right now, tweeted YouTuber Ethan Klein. We've lost YouTubers like this before and everyone said never again. So be nice please. She needs help right now, not ridicule. I think I know where the issue might be there. Well, there are two. One, Ethan Klein trying to be the arbiter of peace.
It's going to take some planning, but yeah, I think we're going to do it.
You think anyone's going to show up?
I do. I think we're going to sell out.
No, I mean like presenters. Or we're the presenters?
Maybe, like if you say, like, let's say hypothetically, most, let's say, greatest metal breakdown.
I don't think they're going to show up.
Well, let's say, but they might. Like, let's say Gabbie Hanna is nominated for greatest mental breakdown. She might show up to accept.
No. The second and more important being this seemed to allude to a blaming from a lot of people of Keemstar, even though Etika's own family disavowed all of that and did not blame Keemstar at all. In fact, they said no, it's not his fault. Now to Cat 10, I literally overthink everything I see on the internet. Barge. Gabbie Hanna's viral TikToks and the reaction to them have at times felt like a surreal TV show, a scathing critique of our systemic failures to understand and treat mental illness. But it's real, it's happening, and people can't or won't look away. People can't because she has a considerable amount of pull even now. Won't because a lot of people like a shit show. Right now there is something really wrong, clearly. Many of us, myself included, firmly believe Gabbie Hanna needs to go offline for a bit. Let's consider it a time of reflection with therapists. Perhaps a change in lifestyle will do the world of good. Getting help is a good thing, especially when there is clearly something not right. No, I'm not going to in this video play any clips of that. I instead want to focus our energies on the NBC News article, because I want to understand the context better to see whether or not Morgan Sung and Kalhan Rosenblatt, the writers of this article, have a point, or whether or not they fundamentally don't understand what it is that is happening, what has happened, and why it happens. No doubt they'll use WebMD and a little hyperanalyzing to make it seem like a grander point. Occam's razor should be applied for the time being. The concerned comments from Gabbie Hanna's followers began pouring in on Wednesday. By that time, Hanna, a social media creator who has more than 12.8 million followers across YouTube and TikTok, had already posted more than 100 increasingly erratic videos to her TikTok, including several in which she made comments that some of her followers called racist and transphobic. She also uploaded videos of her letting someone, who appeared to be a stranger, enter her Southern California home. He eventually left after posting TikToks from inside her house. Since then, it appears Hanna has allowed other seemingly unknown people into her home and documented it on the platform. The videos, which many have described as alarming, have sparked a discussion regarding the responsibilities viewers and social media platforms have when they witness someone, particularly a public figure, appear to experience a mental health crisis live online. Hanna's TikTok posts, which included long, uncharacteristic monologues about religion and claims that she herself is a deity, have also highlighted the app's ability to launch any person or situation to the top of the internet's consciousness, regardless of the consequences. Some on social media urged the platform to step in and intervene, as Hanna continued to post videos at a rapid pace. Her name trended across Twitter on Wednesday. Her TikTok videos, which many said were pushed to their For You pages, racked up millions of views. TikTok is very much a quantity over quality thing. You post enough videos, you're going to go on that page. Or if you're one of the top stars. Just thought I'd insert that little tidbit of information. You don't get to do that on YouTube. If you oversaturate your channel and the subscription feed of people, yeah, no, that doesn't work. But it does on TikTok because of how it is designed. Nancy Ramos tweeted to TikTok US and TikTok support, "When are y'all gonna stop letting Gabbie Hanna post? How far does this have to go before you intervene?" There is one large problem with these questions, and that is the concept that somehow the platform now has to institute some kind of mental health check on the user, or insert something as a part of their terms of service. It's not that simple, and I should insert, TikTok did not respond to that tweet. Gabbie Hanna's followers, many of whom suggested there was not enough action from TikTok itself, then took matters into their own hands. A few people had written in her comments that they called the police, urging them to go to Gabbie Hanna's home. Several people also tagged Gabbie Hanna's relatives in comments to alert them of the situation. Some also claimed to have shown up at her home to check in on her themselves. Yes, we know about those on Twitter, not convinced they were there to help in the slightest. Also, what can you actually do? What are your credentials to helping somebody in this position? These efforts to help Hanna, even if they are made in good faith, are not necessarily the best approach to such a situation according to some mental health professionals. For quite a number of years, the same technique and tactic has been employed to try and get people like Eugenia Cooney removed from YouTube, Twitch, and other places Eugenia frequents. The advice given is that people should reach out virtually to try and support Gabbie Hanna, as that is a more appropriate response, especially if you're a fan and not a physician. Taking that a step further, however, is inappropriate because it sends the message that people with mental illness need to be told what to do, can't make their own decisions, and need to be rescued. And a lot of the times, that's not the case. On Thursday, Gabbie Hanna posted to TikTok that she had been cuffed and detained by 5 officers who busted into her house. Almost all of the officers asked me over and over and over again, the reason we're here is we just have to make sure you don't want to hurt anyone or yourself. And I just laugh and say, no, I don't want to hurt anybody. She also wrote on the video that she had 2 psychiatric evaluations, but was not taken into treatment. An LAPD spokesman said that they could not disclose specific name or addresses, but confirmed that officers performed a welfare check around 9 AM at her residence. Now, I finished the article and I realized something quite interesting. The image that was posted by Hanna is not in the article, which means either the article was updated and that part was removed because of how disingenuous it was, and the false equivalence it carries, and also what it could potentially lead to by implying such things, or it was never there to begin with. But I'm inclined to believe the former over the latter, which tells me NBC are morons that can't even stand by their own convictions. How precious. This, if anything, further contributes to the fact that even these outlets who cover it, much like many who might have good intentions, don't. And even though you've removed the passage that might have caused a bit of a negative stir for all the right reasons, it's archived. Lol, the internet is forever, everyone. And people still don't get this.